Man, YouTube, I'm back with another video. Today we're doing a trade recap on Friday, April 4th. Okay, April 4th. We have a breaker structure and fair value gap, guys. I want to go through the trade and how I did this trade. So let's go hop into the 15-minute. As you can see, the market just absolutely tanked pre-market. So we just marked out the pre-market lows. Market came up here, dropped down, and swept it. Okay, let's hop into the 5-minute now and see what happened. So boom, I see this happening. I'm like, okay, boom. I see this candle. I'm like, okay, that looks like a sweep. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't on the charts, but just off looking here, I was like, okay, this was a little sweep. Market tried to push up, but it got rejected. Okay, and we had a strong candle inside into this fair value gap, and we also broke this fair value gap. So still would not have taken an entry off this too. So yeah, and then what do we see here? Price taps in this fair value gap, dips a little bit. Boom. Boom. Okay, here, I guess you could say right here is where we confirm that it's a breaker structure. It's not really a breaker structure, but just off how this didn't continue going up, it's pretty obvious. Like, okay, the market's going down now. Okay, so boom, market's going down. Now I hop on a 5-minute. I open up TradingView, and as soon as I open up TradingView, I just see this candle right here. Okay, all I see is these candles right here. Now I see price coming back up into this fair value gap. What I first noticed was how price tapped into this fair value gap and went down again. I was like, hold on, prices come back up. We have a chance for an entry. So boom, I was like, okay, let me hop into the short. Boom, hop into the short. You know what we do? We go for 2-to-1s. Nah, we didn't get the full 2-to-1 just off looking here. But obviously, if we held it out more, definitely would have got 2-to-1. But let's hop into why we didn't get the 2-to-1. So as you can see, I hop in the trade and then I just instantly start printing. I'm pretty sure I entered in around here or something. Probably around here, but let's hop in the 5-minute just to double check. Yeah, I could have sworn as soon as I entered in, it just kept dropping down. I was like, oh my gosh. As soon as I entered in, it just kept dropping down sturdily. And then I see this pattern happen down here. I see we have a big red candle, and then I see this candle form, and then I see this candle start to push up right after it. And I don't know how to explain it to you, but like the way it just went from going all the way down, no green candles, to having green candles, I was like, okay, the market's definitely going to flip, especially since we already took, hold on. Especially since we already have huge sell, like we're already like going down a whole bunch. So I'm thinking, okay, the buyers are going to have to step in at some point. So I was a little bit hesitant on that. So I was like, boom, boom, we drop here, and then boom, we drop here. I was like, okay, I'm going to exit my position because it's not looking very bearish no more. It's looking like the buyers might step in here. So that's when I exited my position, like around this yellow line. Let's go here, this yellow line. Let's go to this yellow line. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this yellow line is where I would have took my profit at. So let's go here, create new order. Sell. Okay. Wrong side. Sell, TP. We would have made two bands. 2 bands off of one contract, guys. Is this real life? 2 bands off of one contract, risking. Okay. Okay, yes, we're risking a lot. Yes, you're risking a lot, guys. Hold on, let's go to the 5 minutes so the trade makes a little bit more sense, guys. We didn't tap into the fair value gap, but we just see how the market's reacting off the gap. Okay, guys, and we have our stops. This stop is a little bit too high. I'm pretty sure my stop was at this yellow line right here. Yeah, my stop was around here. And as you can see, guys, who's ever making like the markets, they have our stop orders like perfectly planned out. They know exactly how we're playing it. Like, look at this wick. If I would have held it, I would have gotten wicked out. I'm not gonna lie, I would have gotten wicked out. But I could have just re-answered and got the full 1-2, or even more than a 1-2 even. All right, 1-3, 1-4 probably easily. But yeah, guys, this was a pretty solid trade. It was easy to spot. I liked how I got the pretty good entry right here. Like, I only got here and went to little to no drawdown. I'm pretty sure I entered on this wick. I don't know why it's over here. I'm pretty sure I entered around here because it just kept going straight down like that. I was like, this is perfect. I should have caught this play right here. This was supposed to be the play I was supposed to get for the full 1-2, 1-3 even. Okay, 1-3. There we go. You get the point. You get the point though, guys. 1-3 right there. Would have got close to hitting it at least. Okay. But yeah, this is pretty it. It looks like the market is Okay, boom, we swept these lows, coming back up. Let's see how it reacts off this fair value gap. Because look, keep in mind, guys, not only do you have this fair value gap, but you have this fair value gap overlapping it. So it's a lot of sell pressure in this zone. If we can see price continue to push through, this is a good sign, especially since we tapped into it once, twice, about to be 3 times. Looks like it's coming down, but let's see how it plays out. So yeah, it's a pretty good, solid trade. Not gonna lie to you. I'd rather lie than to lose you, girl. I'd rather lie than confuse you, girl. Truth is we laugh and they want us gone. Alright, let's go into here for more clarification. Price came into here, swept it. Now a lot of you guys think, okay, swept it and the price kept going up. Okay, a lot of you guys might see this and be like, okay, we're gonna look for longs. Here's why you shouldn't have taken longs. All right, guys. Here on the 5-minute chart, boom, price comes. Listen, with these fair value gaps, you don't want a strong candle like this to go from here into here. Keep in mind, this is a reaction off of a fair value gap up here. Okay, so when you see a super strong sell candle off of a bearish fair value gap into a bullish fair value gap, it's very unlikely this gap is going to hold. As you can see here, this gap didn't hold. It tried to, but the sellers were just too strong. Formed another fair value gap. Price respected that fair value gap. Boom. This is just more proof that we're in a bearish market right now. The bears have taken over. The sellers are taking over the market. Look, right here is a nice opportunity to go short. I'm not going to lie to you. This is such a good reaction. And you could target the recent lows. I'm going to just leave this here and see what happens. But, let's hop into the 1 minute and see what's going on. Yeah, we just tapped into this fair value gap. While, yeah, I mean, yeah. This is why, guys, you have to go into the 1 minute for your entries. That's very important. 1 minute for the entries. 5 minutes. You can get away with a 5 minute if you're patient. Yeah, I feel like if you're patient enough, the 5 minutes definitely play out. This is how this trade played out. I took it on the 5 minute. On the 1 minute, let's see. On the 1 minute, there's really nothing to like. On the 1 minute, they even touched this fair value gap, so it's like you probably wouldn't even have focused on it, right? Especially have this green candle broke past this fair value gap, you probably would have went long, or who knows? We'll never know because we never did that. We need to focus on what we would have done, what we didn't do. Okay, we tapped in this fair value gap. Price kept going up to here. If we get stopped out, then so be it. Yeah, if we get stopped out, then so be it. Actually, I would have exited this trade. If I did take this trade, I probably would have exited, but you have to follow your plan. Always follow your plan. Stick to your stop losses, guys. Do not, like, exit early. Sometimes these things happen, guys. As you can see, there's a fair value gap down here. Market might actually recover, right? Looks like we're reacting off of this fair value gap over here. So let's just see how this plays out. I guess try to get to that 10-minute mark. It looks like the price might go up, but it's moving pretty weird. What time is it? It's 3:48. That's why market's about to close. That's another thing, guys. You gotta take trades during the prime hours. Okay, prime hours is market open to like 11:30, 12. Anything after that is like, bruh, market's pretty ass. Today I took the trade just because of the situation. I had to take a test during school, and that's just how it was. Let's say I was in school, right? See the sweep. See this. Now I don't know. This looks pretty good. It's like a pretty good trade right here. I probably would have went short. Not gonna lie. I probably would have went short somewhere around here, or you could have just waited and took the short right here. Shorty's an angel. Her name is Angel, but she's far from God. I'm trying to do more than bust down your watch. Said it don't pay well to fall in love. Let me find out. I don't know. There's a lot of choppiness around here. Market's about to close. I literally just took this trade just because of like how this fair value gap is. Judging off this overlapping right here. And I seen it coming down here. I was like, okay. It's literally a perfect 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Literally perfect 1 to 2, guys. Yeah, you can put your stop above this high, honestly. You can put your stop above this high. I probably wouldn't even want to be in a trade if it got to that point again. But yeah, guys, this is why you gotta, sometimes you just gotta let it play rock. Because as you can see, we were, like, price did come up to here. Price did move right up right after we entered. But as you can see, it's like sellers low-key have control over the zone. Let's see if the buyers can hold it up. The last 10 minutes of the market, there's normally some moves that happen around the last 10 minutes. The last, not even the last 10, more like the last 2 minutes. There's always like, you know, some guy out there that's trying to cheat the market and things like that. Looks like we get back to break even. Let's see price break this fair value gap. If we inverse this fair value gap, this trade should be good. If not, then I probably would exit. You look at that, the bars are pretty strong right here. Let's see what the sellers can do. Let's see if we can add some selling pressure to this. This trade looks like it's gonna be a good setup. As you can see, guys, if I were to be nervous and just exited position because it didn't go our way instantly, we would have got tapped out. That's why you guys just gotta respect your stop loss. I did a mistake. I shouldn't even have moved the stop loss, but for the sake of like the video, you can really have it right up to here. And now we just wait for price to come back down. We wait for price to actually inverse this fair value gap to know if it's gonna go down. If this candle pushes past this, that would be so sweet. But yeah, that was just a waiting game. Ideally, a better entry would be up to here. That's why you gotta go to the women for entries. You would have got a sniper entry right up there, over around here or somewhere around here. Okay, boom. Price looks like this candle is coming out. It looks like the buyers are pretty strong in the zone too. So, you know, let's just see. This candle is pretty important, somewhat important. Yeah, it looks like the buyers are pretty strong. Sellers are coming in too. Let's just see. What is this candle gonna do? What is this candle going to do? We got 2 minutes left for the 5 minute to close. I want to see this candle close below here. That would be very nice. Very nice if it closed below here on the 5. Ooh, not looking too good. Not looking too good for the Bears right now. But yeah, I don't like to watch the thing. I don't like to watch trades minute, second by second. I like to just let it go, do something else, come back to it. But it's also good to like keep an eye on it to watch how everything is going on and things like that. You know. Because let's say you go away, you walk away, and then boom, price you just get raped. But it looks like this fair value gap is holding up pretty strong. You got 1, came up to here 2. If it comes up to here, then that would be crazy. Yeah, I probably would exit. You can move. Now I'm looking at the 1 minute. I could move my stop to above this bearish fair value gap, just so like, you know, minimize the risk. Cause let's be honest, if price was to come back up here, then come back into this fair value gap, I doubt that it's gonna double top. I doubt that. I really doubt that. Keep on, we're in the last 7 minutes of the market, so that's probably why this price is moving so weird. Normally, like, people do buy it up at the end of the day. That's not odd to see. But yeah, let's see how this works. Looks like we're going through a lot of chop. Let's wait for this 5 minute candle to close. If we get I just want to close below this candle's low. That would be so nice if we get a close below the candle's low on vid while recording. Then again, if you're watching this, you could always go back in time and just see what happened after. It's not looking too good. Yeah, the buyers are holding this area up. You might as well just, yeah, this play might be an L. Yeah, this play might be an L, but it was worth it. I'm gonna just leave this here and come back to it. Keep in mind, this is the last 6 minutes left of trading, so this is not an ideal time to take a trade, guys. This is not the ideal situation. This is not a good setup. I was just going off of the chart, right? I was going off this fair value gap. Let's see how this plays out. Boom, candle did not close where we wanted to close. We moved our stop. We shouldn't have moved our stop, actually. We gotta stick to our plan. Keep our stops up here. But yeah, I mean, if I move my stop, definitely would have got stopped out. Price is coming up, buyers are in position. We're making higher highs and lower and higher lows. The market's definitely flipped. I'm not gonna lie, the market is definitely flipped now. If it was bearish, I promise you, if it was bearish, we would have dropped more. But we are in the last 10 minutes of the market session, so this trade does not really count. Yeah. Somebody. All right, guys, I'm out. See you later. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm just a little bit after. As you can see, once you stick to your plan, I kept my stop loss to where it originally was. This fair value gap held up a lot of times. And what do we see? Price immediately super strong sellers coming in the last 2 minutes. I told you guys, the last 2 minutes of the market, there's always huge moves. It's just like not really recommended to trade, especially if you're trading options. The last 2 minutes of the market, your contract's about to expire. No real point in trying to trade that. Not gonna lie to you. But yeah, as you can see, this trade is now in the money. I think this candle's about to drop. I mean, it's literally the last few seconds of the market, guys. So I don't think anything crazy is about to happen. You're now $600 in the money. Oh, whoa. Not gonna lie, but we were in a lot of drawdown though. If you have a lot of drawdown, that might have been bad. Holy, now this is a crazy risky trade. We're risking, how much are we risking? 1,300 to make 3K. Now, I don't know. I think my spreads are crazy. I don't know why, but like, normally it wasn't this much. Like, breathing room. Maybe it's because I'm on the 5 minute. That's why I'm not used to like having my stop loss at 1K and my TP at 3K. But yeah, as you can see, market's continuing to drop. Pretty nice. We just didn't have a good entry. That's the only thing. We didn't have a good entry. That's what we could work on, is entering on the 1 minute. 1 minute for the entries. If you would have entered on the 1 minute, tapped into this fair value gap, easily would have made a lot of money. A lot of money and a little bit of risk, guys. You would have entered in right here. Stop loss. You would have risking 500 and already been up 2K right now. Holy, look at how fast it's dropping, guys. If this isn't proof on how effective the strategy is, I don't know what is. Okay, I don't know what is to tell you guys. As you can see, even though we had a pretty bad entry, guys, we still are in the money by a lot, and we're continuing to push down. We are now in pre-market. This is just nice. I like to see these. I like to see this. I like to market. Oh, I like to move it. Chunky, like to move it. Chunky, I like to move it. Chunky. To the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. Alright, let's go to the sell. Let's go to the sell limit. Boom. TP. Up 1,000. Up 1,000 on one contract, by the way. If you have 3 contracts, do the math. 1K times 3. That's a lot of money. Money. But yeah, guys. See you later for real this time. Peace.